Hey team, it's looking more and more packed here at Casa Avery. Um, and you'll notice that things behind me have changed dramatically. I have deliberately left that box up there, partly for effect, partly because we're going to talk about what that box is. So if you haven't been keeping up with my videos, we are moving. I am a neurozesty coach. I have ADHD, and moving challenges all of the executive function that we have. So it takes a lot of brain space and um, really having to stay on top of my planning and making sure that things are organized um, to kind of defeat my ADHD. Because one, with ADHD, it's hard for us to start a task. It's hard for us to finish a task. It is hard for us to figure out how long things are going to take. It is hard for us to stay organized and and so many things. And then things come up and we have to make sure that we are like able to juggle all the balls because this is a whole extra layer, right? And I'm still running my business. So that box that I promised I would mention, when I started this process of packing, I realized some important things. It is mid-February. It is tax season. And I realized that I wasn't sure where our taxes would be. Now, since I started that box, the taxes have actually gone to our accountant. They are already there. Most of the paperwork is there. So this no longer includes all the information from the taxes. I asked my non-executive function challenged husband to please photograph everything that went into the tax file so that I would access to it. We would have access to it when the accountant calls with the inevitable questions they're going to have about our taxes. So that no longer includes tax information per se. It has some backup things. So what are things that are in here? So first of all, I'm calling this my holy shit, where is the box? And this is, so just for short, holy shit box. And I'm sure you all have related to that where you're like, I've just moved. Where is whatever item it is? And for those of us with ADHD, this is even harder for us, right? If we're neurozesty, we have these brains that don't think about these things. So I had an organizer in on a Saturday a couple of weeks ago, and together we determined of all my file cabinets and everything else that's in this office space, what was most important to get into this box. And I'm not going to show you everything because boring. I'm just going to show you a few basic things. Checkbooks. Anything financial that's like urgently needed that I might need to write a check quickly is in that box already. This, ironically, is one that's not labeled. Most of my checkbooks are labeled. This must be a new one because I'm really good about labeling my checkbooks. Wills, advance directives, healthcare, any of this kind of stuff. It's highly unlikely anything's going to hit the fan while we're moving, but what if it does? And what if it's a month or two before I get to opening every single file box in my office? So any of this kind of stuff that really needs to have a hold on and is normally in our safe goes in the box. And by the way, the box is going to go in my car. The box is not going on the moving truck. More tax documentation. This is specifically business related. I just grabbed a couple things out of the top of the box to give you a sense. This is all the billing information, receipts, invoices, etc. for the house that we're moving to. My husband has the comparable equivalent. That's not true. It's now in the box. We have the comparable equivalent for the house we're living in now, because when we go to sell it, we're going to have to be able to say this is the money we spent on it. So somewhere deep in that box now is the file folder that has that information too. So that's just to give you a sense. And by the way, we have a property out at State College, Pennsylvania, and I have a similar file folder. Each of these file folders is blue, and color code. It's a thing I have, so I can easily touch those and know where they are. This is a very different kind of thing. So this was Callie's notebook when she was in high school, and I stole it because I needed a notebook. What I did was in my coaching studies, there are certain key documents we refer to all the time. And I was tired of going from notebook to notebook looking for them. So like today we were talking in class about, we were reviewing rope bridge exercise. Instead of going crazy, one of the things I did last year was to put any of those primary coaching documents we use frequently into one notebook that I can easily access. Okay. This notebook, the reason it's this kind of crazy pattern, as opposed to my traditional, like I will have all white notebooks, is so I can easily find it. Like I said, I'm very color coded oriented. So this goes in the box, and it goes in the box because I'm going to be coaching clients. Like as soon as we land, I was going to say we're not flying, we're driving, but as soon as we get settled in, I'm going to be coaching clients, and I don't want to not be able to access information I need on a regular basis with those clients. I do have quite a bit online, but it's in some ways I'm still a little bit of a paper person. I sometimes like to be able to access things quickly. So that's just some of the things that are in the box now. Not now, because I took them out, but they're going right back in the box. The other thing that's going to end up in the box, and it's not there yet, she says grabbing stuff. Mostly I haven't put this in yet because I'm hoping to attack things that are in this inbox. Whatever doesn't get attacked in this inbox is going to be put into that holy shit box, because it means that I need to take care of it right away. So that's how I'm organizing. I highly recommend this. I work with a friend who talks about these important documents actually being in like fireproof boxes. And there is a whole thing around that I can talk about another day. We're both trustworthy experts. So we talk about how you keep your information safe. And yes, technically this stuff should be in a firebox. There just hasn't been time to go get a firebox and make that happen. That is something that's on my to-do list. Quite frankly, we have a safe here, and that is a fire resistant safe. And we will have a safe in the new house too. So I'm assuming this stuff, we know what assume makes, right? And ask out of you and me. I'm assuming that this stuff will be safe in this box while I'm driving to get to Fenwick Island. So that is the holy shit, where's the blah blah item box that I'm going to be taking for my move. And I'm headed out now because I'm going to holy shit, get my hair done before we move, because I don't have a clue who's going to do it when I'm down there. So I'm just going to take care of it now. It's funny in a move how not everything is just about packing. There's a lot of other steps that are involved in getting ready and getting out the door. And my hair is one of them. Showing my priorities. Okay. So have a great day. Let me know how you could implement this and stay zen and zesty.